Well, a very, very good morning to you all. Welcome to the iconic, the beautiful, the stunning St. Regis British Open for the Cowdray Gold Cup at Cowdray Park Polo Club. We're on Lawns 1, and look how amazing it is this morning. It's Black Bears, that name that we know so well. They had a year off or so. They're back for the Cowdray Gold Cup versus Signet Segavas. That is today's first match of the day. We'll be kicking off at midday with the ball being thrown in. And then later on, we have a game between Valhalla and White Crane at 3 o'clock. I'm Carlito Martinez. A very, very good morning to you. We're nearly afternoon, but we're still morning. Hopefully you are joining us from around the world. Good morning in Argentina. Good morning in America. Or wherever you're joining us, please do drop us a message on our screen. Leave your comments here at Polo Line TV via YouTube. We had so many people tuning in yesterday from Nigeria, Argentina, America, Kuala Lumpur, all over. Everybody was getting in touch. So please do drop us a message. Vamos Black Bears. Yes, Vamos Black Bears. They're back. One of the most respected names in British polo. And to the Gold Cup after missing last season, brings them back with Guy. One of his big organisations, a Ship Lake headquarters, combines brilliant horses and brilliant Pinello brothers alongside young Tani Darechon. So Guy Schwartzen back at the top with 2 goals, and he is so valuable off 2 goals as the main man at the top there. Tani Darechon at 3 goals. He's in the number 2 position, having a great game. Benjamin Pinello off 8 goals, and then Tomas Pinello on 9 goals. He's 10 in Argentina. He's 9 here. They're a 22-goal side. Their brothers playing together. They know each other inside out. They're relentless. They've got that teching flair and super understanding, and they are against the Signet Segavas side. Luke Wiles off 4 goals. Young Lukey from Beaufort. He's got a really good set of horses and super well mounted. Tommy 7 comes out on like 99% Lovelock's horses for the Signet Segavas team. He's at the number 2 position. And then we've got Alfredo Bigatti, the big man, in the middle with the big hit, and off 7 goals. And at the back, it is Matthias McDonough off 6 goals. We've seen this side do very well. They lost their first game, unfortunately, against Arcasia, which is looking very hot with Pablo Madonna. But they won their second game 15-8 against Valhalla. It was a slow start for them, but then they had some very good runs. Alfredo Bigatti got 6 goals in that, and the team's best chucker was the 3rd chucker for Signet Segavas. Scored 6 goals in that chucker. So will they have a good 3rd chucker today, Signet Segavas? We'll have a look. Umpires: Jason Dixon, Chris Hyde, and then Tim Bown is our 3rd man.
Have you told him how it works? Has Tim got it?
There is a picture of Tommy 7 coming out. He'll be coming out on a pony called Lovelock's Cinnamon. Lovelock's Cinnamon is, well, all of these horses have names after their mother, but Lovelock's Cinnamon is out of Candice by Nutbush. All the foals are named after fun stripper names like Chantel and Chardonnay and Chastity and Cherry. So a bit of fun there from Charlie Hambry's Lovelock Stud. But Tommy 7 will be out on Lovelock Cinnamon. We've got Luke Wiles on Blossom. We've got Alfredo Bigatti coming out on Mimosa. And Matthias McDonough on Ilenita Gotica. And Black Bears got Supernova for Guy Schwarzenbach, Tani Darechon on Open Ana Paola, Benjamin Pinello on Angie, and Tommy Pinello on Peter Nadia. Peter Nadia, cracking little pony, this one. Watch out for Tommy. And the way these players have been going, it's been a very, very, very nice balanced team for both of them. So this is going to be very interesting because Black Bears won both games so far. They won their first one against Valhalla 14-11, and they won their second game against Gaston 13-10. So those 2 games have put them slightly ahead on the leaderboard, so to speak. And Signet Segavas lost 1 and won 1. There are the horses. I'll just go through them again for you. Blossom, Lovelock Cinnamon for Tommy 7, Mimosa for Alfredo Bigatti, and Matthias Madonna Gotica. If you haven't done it already, download the app, please, and get it on your phone. Looking forward to this one. And John Kent joining me in the commentary here. Signet Segavas is one of the newest organisations competing at the highest level. That partnership of Signet and Segavas. And they stepped up this year for the Cartier Queen's Cup and, of course, the St. Regis British Open. But they've got two established English professionals in Luke Wiles and Tommy Seven, bringing that local knowledge, bringing that teamwork, bringing that English side. And then they've got two experienced Argentine professionals in Matthias McDonough Jr. and Alfredo Bugatti, which provide that speed, attacking quality, that leadership. And it makes it a very, very well-balanced team, entering both the Prince of Wales and the Queen's Cup. They've done both before progressing here to the Cowdray Gold Cup. In the Queen's Cup, they enjoyed a difficult group stage, really, against some of the strongest teams. They didn't really do as well as they could have, but I'm sure they would have got valuable experience in that. John, hello, welcome. Here we are, we're on lawns. A couple of people coming into the grandstands to watch on either side, and looking forward to this game. So 2 wins for Black Bears and a win and a loss for Signet Segavas.
Thank you, Carl. Hello, everybody. Good to be here and looking forward, to this game, how it goes. And 2 really good games today.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We've got Signet Segavas. They've won 1 and they've lost 1. Black Bears, they've won both of their games. They won against Valhalla 14-11. They won against Gaston 13-10. Black Bears, they had a year off. They're back for the Cowdray Gold Cup. And they've got a great lineup with Guy Schwarzenbach, Tani Dalichon, Benjamin Pinello and Tommy Pinello. They line up Black Bears. And Signet Segavas, Luke Wiles, Tommy Seven, the Englishman, and Luke Wiles, the Englishman at the front. And Alfredo Bugatti and Matthias McDonough. They have won 1, lost 1. So it's going to be a very interesting lineup. Here we go. We're live as well as around the world. And we're off to a great start for Black Bears.
Yep, the 2 Pinellos combining, and it's going to be Benja Pinello picking up the pass from Tommy Pinello. Easy as you like. If that is the start, having seen the momentum that Signet would have been coming to this game with, that Black Bears would have wanted.
Yeah, we start well. They win the lineup. They come through. It's a nice little run. Bugatti can't get, and Benjamin Pinello comes in, takes the first little spot on the goal. They are balanced with an 8-goal banker. Tommy Pinello, 9. He's 10 in Argentina, remember. He's 9 here, and we've seen him play for various teams over the years, but it's a very exciting team, Black Bears, and it's strong at the front with Guy Schwarzenbach as well. So, picked up once again from the lineup.
Coming out, how about that play out the air? It's going to be here with Dalichon. Dalichon just coming in now. His first touch on the ball. Oh, it's just deflected, and luckily, I think that it was it Tommy Seven? I think it was just deflected off his stick, then his horse, and that would be a safety 60, having gone wide to the left.
Yeah, nice one from Tani. Having a really good go at that. He tried to play it out of the air, but that's 2 quick turnarounds, John. They've picked up both of those, and they've kind of tried to put the pressure on straight from the beginning. Young Tani Dalichon, he's 3 goals. One of Argentine's brightest young stars coming through the ranks. It's still early, he's still early in his career, but he's been playing a lot of different polo. And he's got that good work rate. He's lining up against the Pinello brothers. I mean, what a great opportunity for him. He was named most valuable player when he was under the 14s, when he was playing in Argentina in the La Guardia youth tournament, and when he played at the Guards Polo Club in the youth tournament there. So he's always winning prizes, and he's having a good run out this year of 3 goals with the Black Bear team. So Benjamin Pinello, he took a lot of the penalties last match. Let's see what consistency he has today. Strikes it well, and really nice off this chestnut with the white blaze. Pops it through on a horse called Angie, and that'll be another one. 1 field and 1 penalty for Benjamin Pinello.
Pleasant back in the centre of the field. The ball goes in play, and now can we see Signet just get a little bit of momentum as it's here now, coming back up then with Dalichon. Dalichon leaves it for Schwarzenbach. He in turn leaves it for Benja Pinello, and taken now and it will be Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti on the near side, coming round. Back goes Tommy Pinello. Now, he's committed, so there is going to be an overlap here for Signet if they're clever, with the ball going down the ground, and it's going to fall on the near side. First for Tommy 7, but then backed away. But it's going to come back at them again with Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti called for the tail backhand, couldn't find it, and here now is Tommy Pinello. Are we going to see Nadia Vigray go out on a bit of a run? Eventually, Viscacha Matthias McDonough Jr. is able to bring it round. McDonough sends it long down the ground. They're not getting the cleanest passes they're looking for, but it's going to work here as Lukey Wiles comes through. Wiles with the score, and that is where Signet are so good.
Yeah, very strong at the top. You give it to Lukey, he will take it all the way. One of the English professionals on there from the Beaufort in Gloucestershire. Comes from a great polo background. Great goal. They break onto the scoreboard. I remember when Luke made his England debut at the Beaufort International in 2021, and he goes through on that black pony. Blossom back to the middle, halfway through this chukker. 2-1. Balanced match so far.
So players come down the ground, and this is where Signet can be really dangerous when they get running, they get the overlap, and Bugatti making his way towards the goal. Ben-Hur Pinello looks quick behind him. Bugatti with the open backhand deflects off Ben-Hur, who turns it in front of Tommy 7. The umpires have a look, but again, you see these players really making their way down at speed, and that just commits one too many, and the space is now open as Ben-Hur looks to run, but good defensive spot here by Matthias McDonough Jr., one of his next generation of number 4 players. Son of the great Matthias McDonough, nephew to Pablo McDonough, who we've seen looking absolutely unstoppable in this Gold Cup so far. Takes it to the right-hand side of Ben-Hur Pinello. Ben-Hur just has a look. McDonough, long drive. Well, it looked for him, but he didn't quite get the connection, and it deflects off the pony of Ben-Hur, and it will come back now with, that looks like Darachon. Oh, stolen away. In came Bugatti. The umpire's happy as Bugatti looks to go, but they're so quick back in defence at the moment, this Black Bears side. Every time Signet get a look, they've surrounded by the side in black, as it's here now with Pinello. Pinello taking it away, using Darachon as the blocker. Guy Swartchen back, he's stretching the play. Look at the turn of speed here, and it's going to be here with Tommy Pinello. Pinello up over the halfway line. Bugatti's got to get going quickly as Pinello. Oh, he's just over the top, and it's going to be back now with 7. 7 taking in Darachon. Darachon, really nice play by the young number 3 goaler, Tani Darachon, but eventually in again it came McDonough. McDonough slows it down. Darachon's still there. Tommy Pinello not far away. Bugatti sends a drive down the ground. Looking here for Lukey Wiles. Wiles will pick it up, and has he got the speed to get round Ben-Hur? It just looks like he did, but he didn't get the cleanest of shots, but he does come back on the line as we're going for the final 2 minutes. A lovely take out the air by Luke Wiles. He's got Bugatti in front of him. Bugatti running hard out and fast, leaves it for Wiles. Lukey Wiles looking for a second off the chucker on the near side, and he finds it. What a chucker Lukey Wiles is having.
Yeah, really nice. He scored the other one, and he's nearly going to finish off this chucker. He's jumped off Blossom. He got onto a little chestnut. He was backing up Bugatti. Pinello was there, and it's a lovely little chip shot on the near side. He just strokes it in. He knows Tommy Pinello's there, but he's just managed to sneak it under him. Really, really nice. 2 goals apiece here, and a nice goal. I think he either jumped onto Monkey Music or Liability. I think one of his spares comes back to the middle and makes a really, really good moment here in that first chucker.
So put away here now, down the ground by the side and white. They've turned it round. They were under pressure early, but they now find themselves level at 2-2. Now the Pinellos, they combine. You see stretching the play to the left-hand side. It is out here now with Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur has a look up. He's got Tommy to his right. Ben-Hur though keeps it. Now Tommy takes over behind, just spinning a little circle. Not quite able to keep up initially was Wiles. Is now here with Tommy Pinello. Looks to get going. He goes in between McDonough and Wiles. McDonough looking to push him to the right-hand side, but Pinello's quick, and it goes through the goal, and what an individual goal that is by Tommy Pinello.
He's quick, he's explosive, he's that excellence that he brings, him and his brother, it's that just understanding. He's constantly backing up. He's probably one of the most exciting 9-goalers on the circuit here in the UK. He's 10 in America, remember, but he's just on fire. He had such a good US season. He was playing for a team called BTA in America with the Krugers. He had a great run. He actually made the final of the US Open with that team. They were underdogs, and he played so well. He's the engine of the Black Bears alongside his brother. Nice goal, Tommy Pinello, and we're going to see plenty of more from him, I'm sure. Here we go. Benka Pinello tries to clear it and take it away, bringing it down to the far side, and in goes Signet Segavas with a bit of pressure, but there's the pass. Will it fall? It goes to Guy.
Oh, Guy, I think he was called off, but it actually worked quite well as Ben-Hur carried on the run. There's obviously only a couple of seconds to go, though, as McDonagh comes in front of Ben-Hur Pinello. Ben-Hur really looking to apply the pressure from the front. Backhand played by McDonagh, coming in but running out of time. What a great first chukker we've had.
Yeah, really nice, ladies and gentlemen, here pitch side. So many people. And on the live stream, thank you for joining us. Good morning, everybody. Make sure you join in. Make sure you come and see us and drop some comments in our commentary. Please do make sure that you tune in today and this afternoon. It's free, obviously, via YouTube. Drop us some comments. But we are very excited to see how this game unfolds. Those of you on the live stream, we will see you in a few moments. Check out this amazing goal from yesterday's match, La Dauphine Marquez de Riscal, by Felix S.A.N. Welcome back, everybody, for the start of the second chukker. Welcome back on the live stream, Polo Line TV, Cowdray TV. We are Black Bears versus Signet Segavas. Let's have a quick look at the horses for you all. Chukker 2, Guy is coming out on Gorangula, Buffy, Tani Dalichon on Milicia, Benjamin Pinello on Talia, and Tommy Pinello on Merces. Signet Segavas ponies, Luke Wiles on Bunny, and Tommy 7 coming out on Lovelock's Spider-Man, and Alfredo Bugatti on Mala Fama, and Matthias McDonough on Gobernador. And Mala Fama is actually won Best Playing Pony the other day. John, Best Playing Pony in one of his previous matches. Cracking little horse. It's about 10 years old, Argentine. It sires Open iPhone, dams Lucamada. And that is a Harriet breeding. But here we go. They've played and they're having a shot on goal, and it's right in front, and it's got to be stopped. And pressure, John, pressure straight away. Look at that, 20 seconds in. Have a quick look at the replay here and just see Benjamin Pinello had a go. Oh, is it stuck? The ball's buried. I think the ball just got caught, John, I think. So, line up, throw in. Buenos dias, saludos, Sterlinas, Chile. Wow, we're getting comments from Chile. Good morning in Chile. That's very early. Thank you for tuning in on the live stream from Chile. We hope you're supporting. Tell me who you're supporting. Great to hear from everybody. So we'll just find out from the third man the pause in play. So Alfredo Bugatti just jumped over the line as they were trying to do the roll in there. And in doing so, he wasn't giving enough gap. He came across in the roll-in. And they have given it a penalty to Black Bears. So because of the lineup, so they went for a lineup because the ball got stuck. So then as they went for the lineup, Bugatti just came across, jumped across the line. Penalty awarded to Benjamin Pinello. Another one, 60-yard. He's been Mr. Consistent. Let's see what happens. It's another one for Benjamin Pinello. Really nicely struck this one. Real good connection. Horse was nice and balanced. Just galloped up to it, dropped his shoulder, 60-yard penalty. He's just so good at these. Connects with it beautifully, looks up, follows it. And again, he's just come off America season as well. He's been Prince of Wales. I had such a good run in the Prince of Wales for a different team. Oh, no, with Black Bears, not with a different team. Here we go, 4-2. Great, Benjamin.
So here now with Tommy Pinello. Pinello out in front, and when he opens up like this, there is very little you could do. Takes it out the air right in front of Bugatti. And this team, they are looking incredibly dynamic. We saw them. They won their opening two of the Queens. They've now won their opening two of the Gold. It went a little bit wrong in the Queens, but it seems they're not going to let that happen in this tournament.
It's just the way he just gets it. He just tap, tap, tap and gets that in a little bit more towards their end. But his style is fast. It's expansive. It's goes from easy, from defense to attack. Really, really nice from Tommy. Another comment coming in. Buenos good dias from Bogota, Colombia. Wow, go Tommy, go Tommy, go Colombia. Thank you, Jose Torres. So, Bugatti. Will he control this momentum now, John? He's just got to regroup and get some good passing like they did the other day. They had such a good game against, on their last game, 15-8.
So, cleared away, this time unable to get through. They haven't given them where they were so impressive in their last game. Signet was how they crowded round the players in possession. They got running. They used overlaps at the moment. Black Bears, they're just looking a little bit more disciplined in terms of ensuring there's always someone back, as it's here now with Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur sends it out left, looking again for Tommy, and the speed of this side in black. They're just round the corner again as Tommy Pinello runs away from Bugatti. Bugatti, he's beaten for speed. It's going to be Tommy Pinello with the tap into the 60, the half swing, easy as you like. Oh, and as I said, over the top, Bugatti. Tail backhand with the clearance. Looking here for it's Tommy 7-7 round the circle, but it's stolen away by Ben-Hur Pinello. Ben-Hur Pinello, the pressure from the front. It is relentless. 6-2 they lead.
Well, it's brother to brother, and they are playing so well with that explosive acceleration, with that stick work and that attacking style. I think Benjamin, he went from 7 to 8 on his handicap, and it's just absolutely flying at the moment. Another goal for Benka. He's scored 4 so far in this match, and unfortunately a technical has just been given in that last play against the white team. Tommy 7, the number 2 in the white shirt. Looks like he's been given a yellow card. No yellow, just a technical. So no yellow, just a technical given to him. Just a little bit of chap down in that bottom end there. So that's why they've moved the ball to midfield. So that's unfortunate. They've just got to regroup. They played so well the other day, but they're just looking a little bit flustered and fluffed by this onslaught from the Black Bears.
So the Black Bears look to get moving again. It didn't quite work as they'd planned, but it may yet work out for them as Tommy Pinello able to bring it away. Behind him will come Benho again. Tommy just dances. He's really in the mood today as Tommy Pinello went for the flick under the neck. He's got the two England internationals round him, and between them, they just conspired to get the ball, but Bugatti left the ball behind. Near side play here now for Benho Pinello. Benho looks to go in between McDonough and Bugatti. Left behind here now. It is a stick in the air. That was Schwarzenbach coming through wide to the left-hand side.
You can see they're just trying to get in as many players as possible to disrupt the Bears. The Bears' attack wasn't as clean as crisp as probably Benjamin and Tommy wanted there, but Bugatti's got possession. Let's see whether they can do. They've got a runner with Tommy, and they've got a midfield here with Lukey. So Matthias Madonna comes down onto it to try and find, but it's brilliantly backed by Schwarzenbach.
Yeah, Schwarzenbach in that opening game, MVP. He's such an asset for this Black Bears side. We saw him at last game against Gaston as well, as it comes up now here for Tommy 7. 7 picks up the bounce, looking for McDonough. Coming through at speed is Matthias McDonough Jr. under the neck, but it's just gone wide to the right-hand side. Yeah,
it's unfortunate. Tommy 7, he got a nice hit onto it. He came to it, but he just pushed it a little bit too much. McDonough came onto it to the neck shot, but it just had rolled over the back line, so just couldn't quite keep it in and get that angle. So better play, though, from the white shirts. This is what they need to do, a little bit more of this, using all their men. They've got the men that they can use. They've just got to keep that pressure on Tommy and Benka. Otherwise, if they split them, they don't have enough men to tackle the onslaught like this, for instance.
So here now with Tommy Pinello. Appealing for the foul.
Yeah, Bugatti. So Chris Hyde was right behind that one. And he said, well, what was that for? But Chris Hyde said he came straight in front of him, I'm afraid. I was right behind you. So that is a foul. And that's unfortunate because that's another penalty. They've had a few penalties and 60s already. And another 60s given to Black Bears. And will it be Benka this time? He's been doing both so far, or will it be Tommy? And Benjamin's just changing pony. Tommy teeing it up for his brother. Yeah, it's going to be Benjamin. What a pretty little pony. All really balanced, nice little coat shining in the light. Here he goes. Winds against him on this end. Still a good strike. Has he got the centre line? Yes, he has. Unbelievable play. Great 60s from Tommy Pinello in the second. He's had a couple of 60s already. He still maintains 100% on the 60-yard conversion. And it takes them to 7-2. They are pushing. Signet just can't seem to get that overlap of these two Pinello boys working really hard. And Tani Dadichon just getting off the ball there and making sure he opens up the play for the black shirts. But another whistle from the line-out. Ball goes in. It falls straight to Guy. Guy turns around on the ball. In comes Bugatti. Whistle given to Bugatti because of Guy just trying to turn around on the line up there on the ball. He tried to get to it but did a circle. Bugatti came through. He had already established the line, so it's a quick spot penalty to Signet. Can they use this before this second chuck is out, John? There's about 1:20 on the clock, and they could really do with a goal just to give a bit of wind in their sails, the white shirts. Another whistle. So we had a call from third man, delay of play from Bugatti. He got to use it, got to hit it, and on the boards there. So he's been penalised for that. Tommy Pinello just quickly used that opportunity to turn and jump onto another pony. He's on Tedaverde, little dark bay mare, 9-year-old from Dolfina Quattetto and Edwina. It's one of Tommy's own, and it won Queen's Cup Best Playing Pony prize earlier on this season. Watch Tommy on this little bay mare. It's one of his favourites, and it's already picking up prizes this season. That's just bounced out over the boards. Be a drop ball, and he's going to take it quick. You know that. Now, will Benjamin go for the big one from here? Or will he take it with him? He goes for the big one. Look at that long-range shot. Don't tell me it's gone in front, though. Will it stay in? Signac Segaves watch it. They rush to it, but they don't watch it go over the line. And it's a little pass back to Bugatti. Can they go from here, John?
So Bugatti will pick it up here now for Signet. Sends it long down the ground, seeing if he can find McDonough, but again, stealing it away and just making some room for himself is Tommy. And he knew exactly where Benner was going to be. I didn't even see him coming, and I'm off the ground. That was unbelievable play by Tommy, but coming back in defence for tail backhand by Bugatti. Just deflects off his own player. Ben-Hur spins round. The umpire's happy. The goal is scored, and what a first half these two brothers are having. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what a play by Tommy on Tedavece, and then Benjamin Pinello just backs him up as well, and it's just really, really good play from these brothers, the superstars, as they just create pressure after pressure. Another goal for Benka just before we run out. That's 4 goals in this chukker for Benjamin Pinello. Some field goals and some penalties. So there's a little meeting just happening on the line there. He's gathered all the players round. There's a conversation coming in from Jason Dixon, the umpire, out there with Chris Hyde. They might have been looking at the play beforehand. And they're talking to Tim Bown. Bugatti's trying to explain something to him. But the play and the people are moving up the field. Did you catch that, John? Did you see what happened there? Let's have a look. So no goal allowed, is that? Is that why they're moving back up? Are they just reviewing, I think? Good comments on the live stream. Tommy and Benjamin Pinello are so good, 100%. Yes, they are. Thank you for that. They're going very well indeed. So that looked like no goal, was it, John? Is that correct? Was no goal disallowed there? Yeah, just waiting to hear from the third man who we are mic'd up to. It's really great to be able to hear what they're saying, and it was Ben-Hur Pinello just came round. As he got back, there was a white player on the line, and with it, of course, being a goal, it's really important they do check out the replays and make sure they are happy. This new technology we've got, you see the drone flying above us as well. It just makes it so easy to spot any fouls on the players. We hear the first buzzer go. Alfredo Bugatti drives it from long right up to the goal. It looks like it's just heading a little bit right. And Carl, as we bring an end to the chucker, those are just for shots that were going in their last game. Yeah, they really were. They were driving those shots in, 15-8 against Valhalla, and they were working really well, but they seem to be disrupted by the Black Bears that are just bringing a little bit more explosive attack and then rushing back in defence. So that'll be the end of the second chukker. We finished 7-2. We haven't moved off that 7, just that goal disallowed there at the end. But 7-2 to Black Bears, they lead. And for those of you on the live stream, check out this interview with Lukey Wiles. He's out there on the field, but we caught up with him after his match the other day.
Yeah, no, it's been a difficult season up to now. We've been there or thereabouts in a few games, but haven't got the results. But yeah, today, we ran up really hard, got a good start, and managed to carry it on throughout the game. And I think a great team performance. Yeah, I think Luke's just been trying to make us go 1-1, beat our men first, and today I think we were super disciplined. Maybe something we've been lacking in the previous games, and we all worked for each other well, and managed to get the win. So yeah, no, obviously it was Signet Segaves, so a massive thank you to both Signet and Segaves for their support. I mean, we're all good friends off the field and we get on really well, but yeah, it's nice to get our first win because I think, it's been a long time coming, but I think we'll be happy tonight with that. The Gold Cup it's the best tournament in England, if not one of the best in the world, so super happy to be here playing the Gold Cup, and hopefully we can stay in the tournament as long as possible.
So welcome back, everybody. It is the start of the Chukka 3. Signet Segavas. Luki Wiles on Lukaku. Thomas 7 on Belgravia. This is a cracking little one. Lovelocks Belgravia. Alfredo Bugatti on Assomoblada. And Matthias McDonough on Calma.
As a confessed football fan, Carl, we're going to have to work on your pronunciation of Lukaku. It's
Lukaku.
Lukaku, the Belgian striker.
Oh, of
Lukaku.
course it is. Of course. Well, you put it like that, then I know. Yeah, of course it is. Guy Schwarzenbach, Lolita. Tani Darachon on Canasata. And then Benjamin Pinello is on Manaus. And Tommy Pinello is on Dolfina, Shining Star. Nice. Signet Segavas, Lovelocks, Belgravia. I think it was down as Belgravia, but Belgravia, which is out of Inglesa by Fino Janus. A very, very handy mare for Tommy. Bugatti Assombrada out of Cartagena. Let's see if he can do some damage on that horse. Come on, Alfredo. We love seeing you do. You're calm under pressure. You're superbly mounted. You're tactically astute. You're the player that brings the structure and the leadership. So come on, let's bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. We need you out there with Tommy and Luke and Matthias to do what you did in the last match.
So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the start of the third. Welcome back on the live stream. 7-2. Ponies will mention as we go along in this third chapter.
So ball back into play here by Ben-Hur Pinello, looking out left for his brother. Really good blocking work, as we've been seeing through this tournament by Darachon. That just gives it now to Tommy Pinello. Pinello sends it left, looking again for his younger brother, Ben-Hur Pinello, to the left-hand side of McDonough in 7. Coming back with him at speed is McDonough. The open backhand played. You fancied he thought his brother might be there for him, but he'd been taken out around the back of the field, so instead it's going to come with Signet and Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti has a look to the left. He's got Luki Wiles out in front of him. He's got McDonough behind. McDonough picks it up, sends it long down the ground. This is better polo by Signet, as it's here now on the offside with Bugatti appealing for a foul, but the umpires say play on. Is coming round, doing really well in defence. There is Schwarzenbach. Schwarzenbach called off by Ben-Hur. Down the centre went Tommy, and coming back now is Bugatti with the backhand. Bugatti finding McDonough. Now McDonough just takes a step back, has a look to his right-hand side. Still here now with Matthias McDonough Jr. Half swing towards the goal, and it's gone through the centre. Really nice play by Signet and Black Bears. They just have a little look at each other.
Yeah, there was just that backhand, wasn't it, from Benker to try and reach Tommy Pinello, but he just couldn't quite get him, and then it was read really nicely by Bugatti. Bugatti up to McDonough, and McDonough finishes lovely under pressure. Not really. He manages to do it, following in his father's footsteps. Youthful energy that he brings to this team, but such a good part of the Laranita name. And carrying it on, he's super well mounted. 99.9% of his horses are obviously all the famous Laranita. And just a whistle on the line out there as the ponies are lining up.
So the ball goes back in play. Here at the back of the line-out again with Schwarzenbach. He's playing so well this season. It's great to have him back in this tournament after that year out, as we spoke about, as Tommy Pinello with the backhand, looking for one of Darachon or maybe his brother Ben-Hur, but the umpires also had a look to see where they were all going.
Yeah, I think Benjamin said, surely I was coming down on the line. I played it on the near side. I mean, the drone will have a great shot from the drone on this one. It had been hit by Luki Wiles first. You know, the Tommy 7 was on that one. So Tommy came down the line. Benjamin came across, but quick chat from the umpires. Up to Tim Bound, the third man. Tommy on Lovelocks Belgravia. Will it be against Tommy or for Tommy? We're going to find out in a second. Momentum. Look at this. It's quite nice, this one. You can see the whites is momentum for Signet Segavas. Obviously, the black. Have we got black? Can't see the black on the black, but you can see that the Black Bears do have a lot of momentum, and the only bits of white is just where Signet Segovas have just been able to dominate, which has really only been a little bit at the beginning of Chukka 1 and then now in this Chukka 3.
So just hearing again from the third man, they're saying there that Tommy 7 changed the line. Benner Pinello had every right to be there coming in on the near side. The line was changed, and I believe there is also a final warning. So, penalty for Black Bears.
Ooh, that's unfortunate for Tommy 7. That's another warning for him, like you say, last one. Otherwise, the cards might be coming out. So, not normally flustered like this, Tommy. He's pretty calm and cool normally, but shout from the umpires saying that it is for Black Bears. So, once again, 60-yard penalty for Benka Pinello. Oh, he's just got it wide. Oh, hang on. Oh, wow, both hands are up in the air. Both hands are up in the air from Ben and Tommy. And there's a whistle, and he's saying it went in.
They'll have a look. They didn't have that drone. You saw. That's what they were pointing at. They were pointing at the drone and asking the umpires to have a look.
He was aiming for the drone, I think. Oh, and it was a great shot. He's Mr. Consistent on these. He's had all his 60 yards. We are watching it back on the VAR at the moment. It was nice and high. Even Guy, standing on the flag, says that he thought it went in. We'll look at all angles.
So I had an amazing one, Carl, yesterday where the penalty hit the flag, which was on the outside of the goalposts, deflected off the flag and into the goal, but because it was going outside and the flag was on the outside, it was no goal. It's a really interesting one, and again, shows the benefit of these instant replays. So you can understand why it takes a bit of time, but decisions like this, they are so important in these games. Sometimes they won't look at the instant replays, they go with a call on the ground, but when it is a goal at stake, you can understand why they take their time.
I think that's probably one of the first times I've seen a ball hit a flag like that, John, and deflected. Oh, they are waving the flag. They've looked at it. It was called. They have got it. They've looked at it. Tim Bounds looked at it. Everybody's looked at it. The flag is being waved. The umpire has said yes. The third man has said yes. And they've looked at the drone shot. They had a great bird's eye view of the drone, and it was through the post. That is still 100% on his 60-yard penalties this game so far, Mr. Benjamin Pinello. 8-3.
Yeah, really interesting that as well. They were 0 out of 10 from the 60-yard mark in the Queen's Cup. Now they're looking absolutely clinical from that range as it comes now down the line. The backhand played by Tommy Pinello, picked up again by Ben-Hur. Lukey Wiles still up there on a horse called Lukaku, Madam's Farm Lukaku.
That's why you love it so much. It's a Madam's Farm Lukaku after the striker, but also after Madam's Farm. I got it now. Okay. I'm going to remember that. Lukaku. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. What a horse. It's called Lukaku from Madam's Farm. It is available. It's very expensive. No, Leaky owns it. Okay, here we go. Whistle has caused a foul. And it was that little jump from the horse. He was kind of in the way a little bit, and you saw the Black Bears pony just sort of jump over a little bit. So it will be Matthias McDonough. Oh, he's put that very wide indeed, Matthias. As soon as it left his stick, that was going. Everyone's changing. Guy's changing. Tommy's used that to change. Benjamin's changing. Everybody's bringing a lot of horses to the field in these stages. Remember, it's a very long tournament. Black Bears have won both games. If they win this one, this will be 3 wins. What a launch. What a pass from brother Benjamin to Tommy. Guy's trying to take out the man, and Tommy Pinello rushes back with Bugatti down his heels.
So Tommy Pinello out to the left-hand side. He opens it up and he looks to go. Picks it up again on the near side, but the pressure from Bugatti enough in the end. Now the counter-attack looking to go out in front there is Lukey Wiles. Wiles just checks up, has a look, and it's going to be Benha Pinello. The umpires decided they really did check out of it, so the line wasn't there, so Bugatti will have to come again. Bugatti sends it long, out left, looking for McDonough. McDonough, the bounce of the ball just beats him, and here now with Tommy Pinello on the near side. That goes up and over the boards.
So it'll be a drop ball for the Whites. If they can keep this attack and this momentum, they're quite close. They take it quickly. Donna goes left. Bugatti's behind. He's got some options. Oh, he's going to get stuck on Pinello if he doesn't use that quite quickly. He's got it. He's picked it. He's taken the line. He's a little cheeky chap back now to see if Tani can get to it.
So coming across now is Tani Darachon. Pinello's behind. The umpires blow a whistle on the play.
So Tani came to it, established the line. Bugatti went in. Unfortunate Black Bears, but they rush back. Penalty given to the white shirts. Matias, he looks up, he says, Lukey, get into some space. Bugatti's gone left. From here, he's going to go for it. Ay, ay, ay. And it's gone left. That was an opportunity that they might have lost there, which they have. That's unfortunate from there, from Matias. A little bit of rushing. They're looking a little bit sort of hot-headed and flustered a little bit, Signet, not compared to where they were the other day. He's just dropped his stick, Bugatti, but that's nice for Tani. Just picks it up and says, there you are, sir. Gives it back to him. Well done, Tani. And Bugatti, the captain, will come back down onto this line to see if Signet can push in this 30-40 yards area.
They do pick it up. It's going to be Bugatti. Bugatti looking to fight his way through. Bugatti near side, but it's going to go out to the left-hand side with Benha. Now, look at this horse, Jag Casita. It looks like Tommy has just jumped onto, Tommy Pinello, that is, with the next shot. Carl will tell you a little bit about Jag Casita in a moment. As now, guys watching back just over the top, and it's going to be here with 7. 7 just loses sight of the ball, but the umpires are happy that he was there in time. It's the speed of McDonough. McDonough to the left-hand side. Waiting with him there again is Tommy. Tommy just told to move clear, now goes back. They've got to be so quick in defence. These four-player teams like Signet, they're really difficult to defend against, but they're so disciplined in the speed going back. But Tommy 7 now, just there on the back line, goes over and out of play.
But that's better play. That's better play from Signet Segawas. That is what they need to be doing. They need to be pushing there and really utilising and stretching and trying to overlap in front of these boys, the Pinellos. They've just got to make sure that they could just keep it once they've got it. But yeah, Tommy Pinello brings in that ball. He has jumped onto Jag Casita. It's a little black mare, little Australian. Comes from an Australian little mare. 8 years old, Clarion and Casola. And it's a Jim Gilmore horse. And it won a bit of Queen's Cup action. And look at it go now, because it is absolutely flying.
Yeah, it's here now with Tommy, takes it up. Yeah, it's the confidence these players have on these horses. Near side backhand coming through. Black Bears, there's a trio of them there and just surviving initially, but it's going to come back as Darachon comes across. Darachon now here for Black Bears. Out to the left and wide over the back line eventually.
You see how quickly the attack turns into defence and defence turns into attack with these guys. I mean, we're halfway through. We did expect the white shirts to be a little bit higher up the scoreboard. It feels like they're just finding a bit of a groove now. I mean, Black Bears actually only led for 34% of the Gaston game. That was their last game. They won 13-10. They only led for 34%. But it's interesting to see they've really analysed that possibly and are changing up the way they played that game against Gaston to where they need to play this game against these boys.
So first buzzer goes, 30 seconds left in play. Unable to get the backhand there. So it's going to come back round at them with McDonough. McDonough to his left is Luke Wiles. Instead looks for Bugatti at the front. Good pick up there. Oh, look at Benner. He came and met it, but then it's met again. The umpires, though, have blown a whistle. I think the buzzer had gone.
Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it here for the end of the third chukker. It's half-time. We'll come back with a ball placed. There was a whistle, I think, or a penalty blown, but we'll find out what's happening when we get back for the third chukker. But Black Bears are firmly in the lead with 8 goals to Signet Segaras. Remember to stay with us. Remember to drop us a message on the YouTube comments And for those of you on the live stream, we talk about Bugatti, and we've got a nice goal from him from his last game. Check this out during the highlights, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you.
Sí, la verdad que sí. 2 de 2, no es fácil en este nivel, en esta copa tan competitiva, así que muy contento de arrancar así. Jugábamos con Rufino la Copa de Oro, que bueno, lamentablemente se tuvo que operar de la mano. Y no es que tuvimos que readaptarnos porque nunca llegamos a arrancar. Probablemente hubiésemos jugado diferente porque Rufino por ahí juega un poquito más adelante y nada, cuando arrancamos ahora con Toli arranqué yo un poquito más adelante y nada, jugamos una práctica y vinimos al primer partido. Por suerte salió todo bastante natural, nos entendimos rápido. Con James, con Harper habíamos jugado el año pasado, así que ya un poco nos conocíamos y bueno, y con Tunde primera vez, así que nada, muy contento que salió todo bastante bien. Bueno, se armó el equipo medio a último momento y bueno, nos llamó bueno, Rufino, era con Rufino y que venía hablando con el chino y bueno, se armó un poco así. Ellos habían jugado la reina con Adebayo y ahora querían jugar con Tunde, así que bueno, fue medio último momento pero muy agradecido por la invitación. No, en lo personal contento de poder volver a esta temporada inglesa que a mí me encanta venir y competir acá. Creo que es de las más bravas con Estados Unidos, entonces poder estar participando y ser competitivo está bueno. Estoy jugando mucho yegua también de la cría mía que es bastante nueva, así que eso también me divierte mucho y bueno, contento que venimos bastante bien.
Feel it more with Lineup Pro, the premium subscription from Lineup Polo. Follow every stat live in real time. Search any player and discover win rates, strongest teammates, and powerful performance insights. Search Lineup Polo and subscribe now.
Today's been fantastic. As you know, always with polo, we have precision. About the precision where everybody is on the field, hitting the ball precisely. But that is where Jacob & Co comes in a nice sort of parallel world, because it's all about precision with our watches, making sure everything is uniquely perfect. And of course the people. The people that come to polo expect a certain type of level of precision, as do we with our watchmaking. So it's been a perfect day with perfect people, and hopefully we're going to do many more together. It's my first experience in this capacity. It's not about obviously quantity, it's all about quality. So we have attended one polo match before, but now with the Arab Entrepreneurs Board, it's a great opportunity to be part of the organisation, and a real pleasure.
Well, it was a lovely experience. Thank for the Arab Entrepreneur for choosing my team to play. We enjoyed it. It was a good fun, and looking forward for next year, hopefully. Well, we always try to welcome all our friends and families and everyone from the polo, society to join us end of the season, and we always prefer to do it like end of August. And hopefully this year will be better than next year. Now we are more focused. I have a tournament next month in Guards for the 18 Go. So we're practicing hard and, trying to achieve something good this season. And next year, hopefully, we'll play all the high goal. We'll do the Queen's Cup, the Gold Cup, and wish us great luck.
Everything begins here. Every field, every crop, every meal. But across the world, the soil we depend on is under pressure. And the future of farming depends on restoring it. Safe Rock, a natural resource to enrich the earth.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half here at Cowdray TV. We're on lawns, and that's a great shot, Benjamin Pinello. Look how cool that is. What a shot, Polo Line Cowdray TV. Look at that. Benjamin Pinello, our current highest goal scorer in the match, and great penalties. 4 penalties scored and 2 field goals scored, giving them 6 goals. Bit of a bit of a groin shot and a bum shot of Tommy Pinello. That one was for you, Mir. There you go. Yeah, look, the boys are on fire, these Pinello boys. Really are playing so well together. They're explosive, they attack. It's just that brother family thing, isn't it? So they won against Valhalla, and Guy scored 3 goals in that. Tommy scored 6 in that, and they led for about 42 minutes in that one. Second game, they won 13-10 versus Gaston. Best player, Benka Pinello was 8 goals in that, and Tommy Pinello was 4 goals in that. So they are scoring goals left, right, and centre. Look at that penalty conversion, 100%, 4 out of 4 for Benjamin Pinello with his 60s. And they're 60s as well, they're not 30s and 40s. Yeah, fouls are pretty similar. We had that miss from Matthias Madonna for Signet Segavas on their penalty. That's why they've dropped 0-1. Throw-ins, again, really similar, 6-5. Drought split the half-time, 10 minutes. Signet Segavas since they last scored a goal, and 5 minutes for Black Bears. Thank you, Lineup Pro, or Lineup Polo. Look at that drone shots. So good. As it stands, so we're halfway through. As it stands, Black Bears, if they get it, look at the movement. They moved up. And they're playing 1 and they're going to 3. So if they're winning, if we stopped right now, they would be winning 3 and played 3, and they'll be at the top of the table. Can that change? If it doesn't, that's where they're going to be. And Akasha, that have won all their 3, and Pablo Madonna has been like Mr. Goal Scorer. Yeah, in fact, he leads the goal scoring at the moment. They're second. Oh, that's good. Akasha Black Bears. Signet Segavas at the moment, as it stands, would be in third, actually. And Gaston 4th, Gerangiri 5th, White Crane 6th, and Valhalla 7th. Now, White Crane and Valhalla still have got to play later on this afternoon, but let's look at the top 3. How cool is that? How cool is that? Exciting at the top of Group B and C. Yes. And there he is. He's coming out on the grey. Nadia the grey. Back out on it again, unless he's got another grey. I don't think he has, has he? Peter Nadia.
Remember days when Black Bears turned up with about 50 greys.
Yeah, I do.
At a game.
I do remember that. Yeah,
the old Estrada breeding.
Well, when Urs was playing,
exactly when it was Urs for sort of the golden days of the Black Bears back in the 90s and early 2000s, and those big Arctic lorries would drive in, and all those greys would come out. I mean, they had some great players down the years for Merloses. I'm sure Peter is watching Sebastian. We've obviously got Tincho here at the moment and his son Rufino. Then, of course, the Estradas, they were kind of a linchpin. 6 finals, I think they got to. 3 wins. Yeah. You know, they really were up there with the Ellistons and those sort of big organisations of the mid-late 90s, early 2000s. But it was the Greys. Yeah, they were something.
Well, the Arctic lorry would open up its ramp. And then just one grey after another grey after another grey. Right, let's have a quick look at these horses. Luke Wiles is back out on Blossom. I think, starting the 4th on Blossom. He started the 1st on him, coming back out. Tommy 7 on Love Lux Spectrum. I'll tell you about Spectrum in a minute. Alfredo Bugatti on Carpetta and Matthias McDonough on Calma. Black Bears horses coming up. Ammonia for Guy Schwarzenbach. Tani is on Mentoloda. And Benjamin Pinello is on Angie, I think. Is that the grey? Does he come out on the grey?
No, it's Tommy riding the grey.
Oh, Tommy's riding the grey, yeah.
But it might be a different one to Nadia, having just spoken about all the greys.
Talking about greys, getting us confused. Here we go. So we start the 4th Chukka with the penalty. And it is Signet Segavas that put a bit of wind in their sails. And as we see that on the live stream, we get a comment. Best playing pony, Mimosa from Bugatti's. Yes, he has been playing Mimosa. And it's a cracking little pony that he's going to bring out. Mimosa, he's played it in the 1st. It's by Chavo and Zulema. And let's hope that he can bring some super horsepower to this Chukka. 8-4. They start with a penalty. Hopefully that will give them some confidence. And I think this is another grey. I think he's got 2 greys, but let's see. It's Tommy behind and it's Banker, but now it's Tommy Pinello.
So it is going to be Tommy Pinello bringing it out to the right-hand side. McDonough watches him and Pinello sends it out to the right-hand side, finding Ben-Hur Pinello. Ben-Hur just spins round. Really like the way in which they're using Tani Darachon just to make sure that the Signet players, they can't get that momentum that we saw them do so well in grabbing in that last game. As it's here now again with Tommy Pinello to the left-hand side. Leaves it again for Benner. Now Tommy makes a run down the ground and it's going to be into the open space. But there on the near side, good play there by McDonough. He spotted the danger. Now he's got players behind him. Sent all. Didn't quite get the clean touch, but it is going to be here now with Tommy 7. 7 just beaten again by a slight bounce on the ball as it comes now to the right-hand side. Picked up again by Pinello. Pinello sends it out left, looking for Guy Schwarzenbach. Guy draws a whistle. Coming in there as well was Darachon and Matthias McDonough Jr.
Yeah, that might have been a Black Bear sandwich. You shouldn't get in the way of a Black Bear sandwich, should you? We had 2 players in circulating a Signet Segavas player. So Whistle has chat to third man. So from our side, what we could see was there was a white player circled by 2 black players. Either side, you can't sandwich. We'll get the actual call for sandwich. It is a sandwich, you know, just double checking. It was an angry bear sandwich. Rawr. So, but they survived. They survived the bear attack, and they have a penalty in the middle. Look what's going on up there. You can see Tommy Pinello just trying to. He's been told he's going to get marked by Lukey Wiles. Lukey Wiles is not leaving him alone up there. He's literally there to both round Tommy. Guy and Lukey Wiles trying to get round Tommy. Bugatti with the shot. It's going, but it hit a horse and it went into traffic, and everybody's holding their sticks up. And well, I was just watching what was going on there. That was brilliant. Lukey Wiles has obviously been told, number 1 white, you stay near Tommy and you do not let him go. And then Guy joined in, and there was 2 white shirts attacking Tommy up that top there, so he didn't get the ball. But it has been noted that stop and play. He hit it towards into white, so they'll have this spot here right in front of goal. It's Benjamin Pinello and Tommy. Tommy launches up. He's got off the grey. He's gone into a chestnut. Here we go.
So it comes out to the right-hand side now. Look at the speed here of Tommy Pinello, who looks to run. Behind him comes Ben-Hur, but it's Tommy out in front, hits it up high into the sky. Tommy slows it down, has a look under the neck. Tommy Pinello wide to the left-hand side. Lovely play.
That is beautiful play. The way he strokes the ball at speed and keeps it flat on the ground. He just checked up for this last one. Connects with the slight neck shot. It's really, really lovely, but it just is 8, 10, 12 inches to the left-hand side of that goalpost. So unlucky for Black Bears, but very lucky for Bugatti and the boys.
So just a couple of those shots that we were seeing flying through the centre of the goalpost in the early stages, just giving Signet a chance as they go wide now, but it's here now with McDonough. Tommy Pinello. See the number 4 on his shirt, but he certainly has been defending from the front so far in this game.
Oh, I think he's going to get told for not using it, and he was just holding on to it, and then he turned back in. You can't turn back round, can you? So he has been penalised for that. Every time they just seem to just have these little silly fouls, the white shirts. So before that ball got hit, there was Bugatti and everybody was trying to draw the attention to the umpires that there was a lot of bears around, and he's scared of bears. And the bears were very ferocious right round him, and Lukey Wiles and Tommy 7. So we'll just make sure that these bears stay under control. Okay. Not a foul. Let's get on with it. Here we go. Tommy Pinello. I think he's going to take it all the way, John.
He's certainly going to give it a go as he looks to go around the outside. Good defence there. They're quicker to stop him there. That seems to be an instruction in the tent at the halfway point. Is get to Tommy before he gets ahead of steam. And if he gets ahead of steam, hope and pray. As it's now here with Lukey Wiles. Lovely drive down the ground, coming through at speed is McDonough. But there at the back and spotting the danger was Ben-Hur Pinello. Ben-Hur finding Tommy again. Tommy spins it round in front of Lukey Wiles. Still here now with Tommy Pinello. Sends it out left. Looking again for Tommy, but it's going to be with McDonough. Matthias McDonough Jr. takes it underneath the neck. Now just looks to give himself a little bit of angle as Ben-Hur Pinello comes back. Still here between McDonough and Pinello. Pinello sends it up towards the back line, and just now ushering it out there will be McDonough. McDonough taken away again by Pinello. Brought round by Wiles. Good play here as Signet looked to make this one. Sorry, no, it might be Tommy 7 bringing it out here as it's still making his way forward into the crowd of Black Bears players. Falls for Bugatti. Bugatti just all coming together, and eventually 7 is able to bring it out to the left, sends it through and scores the goal.
It's
that McDonough.
I think that was Madonna, buddy. It wasn't always Tommy. It wasn't pretty, but it finally made it in. It was, you're right, Tommy 7 takes that on Spectrum. Lovelocks out of Elestina Metrical, sister to Centimetre. It's by the El Padrino sire. They're all named after sizes and decimals and points, and there was even a horse called 6 Inches that Facundo Pierres played actually in the Open. He played Lovelock 6 Inches. Don't think many people got that one. There is a whistle on the play again, John, but this time it looks like it might be in favour of the white shirts. They seem like they've got a little bit of... They've changed their tactics a little bit. They're kind of working out how to control Tommy and Benjamin.
Yeah, what worked so well for them was when they did they made it a little bit scrappy. They were really clever in the way. Anytime it was Paquito de Narvaez got the ball that day, there was always players crowding round. Yeah. And that just enabled them to sort of play it. And when you've got runners and 4 players, we talk about, obviously every team has 4 players, but with Lukey Waz and Tommy 7, they are the team in this tournament with that sort of double danger at the front.
Sure.
And when they get in, they make it scrappy and then hit backhands and get it running. That's where they're dangerous, and they've done it. And 2 goals here, if they score this penalty, is the difference, and it's suddenly looking very different.
Yeah, exactly that. Suddenly takes them to 8-6. It's been a long time. Had a good 10-minute drought before the last goal. And they're going to give Tommy this one. I think he's jumped off Spectrum, actually gone on to another Lovelock's horse, but it will be Tommy that takes this penalty. See if he can get this 60. Oh, it's a great shot from Tommy 7. Brilliant. Lovely canter up, nice and smooth, winds up, pops that through. It's a good one. He takes the 60-yard penalty, and then straight away he scored down 1 goal down there, the field goal, and then he's come back and scored the penalty. And this is what they need to do. Oh, whistle on the players. They've come back. Just picking a shoe up off the field, that's all it is. You can see the boys in black are having a chat, Tommy and Benka, just having a chat there with Tanny and Guy, and they realise that they need to sort it out.
So, ball comes back in play, and they want to get going again here. Signet out to the left-hand side, sent long there by Matthias McDonough Jr. 8-6. They really have turned this game round. The pressure at the front has made this a very different proposition for the Black Bears as it now comes out to the right-hand side. Still now is the team in black looking to get running with Schwarzenbach. Schwarzenbach unable to get the touch. Tail backhand played, but turning quickly. Look at the speed in which Tommy Pinello came round the corners. He back out on Verche in the second half of this 4th chukra as it now falls here for McDonough. McDonough take it outright, waiting in front there. They're all crowding him around. They've got to be careful as he looks to thread the needle, but sends it wide to the right-hand side.
There's a couple of sticks in the air. They're just pointing. Are they looking at the ground where the ball's gone? Are they? But great pressure, brilliant pressure here from Signat. You can see Matthias Madonna tries to feed that ball through. There's people everywhere. We're just changing ponies. That's what was the call. But Tommy 7, let's give him a little special mention. He takes the goal earlier down at the far end. He then takes the 60-yard penalty. He's just taken the team from 4 to 6. And the pony that he's on at the moment, Lovelock's Merino. Well, 99.9% of his horses are all Uncle Charlie's. So there is a call being made here. Did the black come in front of the white? Did Tanny come in front of the white shirt? Top scorers at the moment whilst we wait for this decision. For those of you needing to know, Pablo Madonna is on 28. He leads goal scoring of the tournament. Benjamin Pinello on 20. And Sapo Cassette is on 20 as well. They're both on 20 and Pablo 28. He did score 10 goals in one match and then 11 goals in another match. So yes, the call has been made. Crossing in front black 2. 30-yard penalty. Oh, don't tell me. Tommy. No. He's put it wide on Lovelock's Marino. Ay, the pressure got to him. That would have taken him to 8-7. Tommy, you would have been 8-7 and one behind. It would have been the comeback of fourth chukker of Signet Segavas, but hopefully they can get some more because we're 30 seconds out. Can they get one more before the end of this chukker? That would have been nice, but Tommy Pinello has possession and his brother's going for the run.
So Pinello sends it out to the right-hand side, looking for Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur out on the left, being chased there by Lukey Wiles. Are they going to be able to make the most of that slice of luck when they miss a 30? It's going to be running through again. Pinello on the near side. It's running close. Coming across us, McDonough now. What will they decide here?
Oh. There was a ripple of reaction along the grandstands here at Cowdray. There was the near side shot. There was a player coming across. There was a black bear going straight towards goal. There was a white player coming across. Yeah, there we go. A penalty. One has been given, and they're coming back, and they will start from the middle. That's unfortunate for Signet. All he could do in that time was challenge, and unfortunately he's challenged and come across. So penalty one's been given. They've been punished for that. 9 goals. The lead continues. Oh, Benjamin Pinello just left that one behind, but it is 9-6, and we've probably got the buzzer happening very shortly.
So 9-6. God, that could be a really big swing come the end of the game. That last couple of minutes of play as it now comes again for Tommy. Tommy runs out in front. The white shirts looking for a foul. Tommy Pinello leaves it to the right-hand side, and this time they are able to take it away now. How far can Signet go before the end of the fourth? It's here now with McDonough. McDonough looks out to his left-hand side. Calling for the pass was Lukey Wiles. That wasn't the plan. It's stolen away, and the umpires hear the second. Who to go?
That's the end here on Lawns for the end of the chukker here, ladies and gentlemen. It's the fourth chukker finish. We'll be back in a few moments for the fifth. 9-6 Black Bears lead. A great chukker from Signet Zegavas, but is it enough to bring back momentum in the fifth? See you in a few moments. Luke Wiles on Bunny coming out in the fifth. Tommy 7 down to start on Lovelock's Cinnamon. Alfredo Begatti on Malafama. Oh, that was the one that won Best Playing Pony the other day. Malafama. And that's the Argentine. It's out of Open iPhone and Luca Mara Baymare. Matthias McDonough on Concordia. Tommy 7 on Lovelock's Cinnamon. Out of Candice by Nutbush. Chukker 5, Black Bears, Horses, Supernova. Open Coquito for Tani. Benjamin Pinello on Emma. And Tommy Pinello on Peter Nadia. So we're back for the fifth chukker. Let's have a quick look at the chukkers by chukkers. You can see the first chukker, it was 3-2 to Black Bears. And then suddenly the second chukker, they jumped from 3-2 to 7-2. Signet didn't score anything in the second chukker. They only scored one in the third. One more from Black Bears meant 8-3. And then a great fourth chukker. They went off 3 goals, Signet, to 6 goals in the fourth. And only one from Black Bears. Final at the moment, 9-6. And we kick off with this fifth chukker. Another game this afternoon at 3 o'clock, part of the qualifying stages. Valhalla, Group B, against White Crane. White Crane lost their first game again at Sarkasha. This is their second game. And Valhalla have unfortunately lost both of their games at the moment. White Crane have lost 2, correct.
So sent down at the ground by Ben-Hur, looking for Tommy, and Tommy reads it perfectly, comes through the crowd and scores the goal. And that's the sort of the joy, I guess, of brother playing with brother. You know what's going to come.
Yeah, it's nice play, isn't it? They just work so well together. You can see Guys does such a good job at taking out the man behind. And then in goes Tommy. He knows he's got time. He knows he's got Benjamin backing him up. And that's a brilliant pass up. He just seems to just leave everybody. Nobody's on him. Matthias Madonna tries to come in to try and tackle him, but he just gets a little stick to it. And it's 10-6.
So ball comes back in play. Sent out to the right-hand side. Coming away to the right is going to be Ben-Hur Pinello again. Ben-Hur outside there of McDonough. McDonough just pushing him out. Ben-Hur with the next shot towards the goal. It's going to go. What a shot that is, but it's wide to the left. It may yet stay in play as Bugatti keeps it so. 10 goals to 6. Remember that 30. Could have been 8-7. Instead, a quick trio of goals has made it 10-6 as now Ben-Hur gets in on the hook. There now is McDonough looking for Bugatti. Bugatti takes it away here now for Signet. Unable to pick it up first time, did get there the second, as now Bugatti sends a long pass down the ground looking for Lukey Wiles at the front. Lukey Wiles getting the backhand there. First was Darragh Sean, and out here with Tommy Pinello looking again for Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur reads it perfectly again as he slows it down on the boards. Guy Swartzen back, calling for the pass at the front. Use it is a call. The umpire's happy as Ben-Hur goes across the ground in front again of Bugatti. And the speed here of the Black Bears. Oh, caught by Bugatti just as I was going to get ahead of steam. But it's here now again with Tommy. Tommy out to the left. Sends it long, looking for Guy Swartzen back, but didn't have the distance on it this time. So Bugatti comes back round. 2 minutes played here in the fifth. Alfredo Bugatti. Out there in front of him is McDonough. Behind him is Tommy Seven. Bugatti sends the next shot looking for Matthias McDonough Jr. Just reaches across, and it is going to be here with the son of the great Matthias McDonough, nephew to Pablo. Matthias McDonough Jr. sends it down at the ground long. He's got plenty of distance. It's going to give a chance to Bugatti, but coming back and spotting it. Oh, Pinello, a rare mistake for Tommy, and making the most of it there was Alfredo Bugatti. 10-7.
That's better. There we go. Nice foresight from Matthias Madonna. He looked up. There was a bit of a gap. He could see Bugatti waiting, and like unfortunate mistake there, as we mentioned, from Pinello, means Bugatti can just feed on the back of that one. But we'll give that one to Matthias for firing that ball up, and Bugatti just had to give it a little tap, but he's in the right place at the right time. Suddenly, we're 10-7. We've got a bit more of a game on halfway through this chukker. Remember, on the live stream, Fermentia Racing, fermentaracing.com, Argentina. If you want to get into racing, you want to join the club, a syndicate, then have a look at that website, because it is a fantastic initiative with horse racing in Argentina. Picked up now by Tommy Pinello in the bottom corner on this little dark bay mare. Look how it shuts down. Look how he's still got possession with Bugatti literally on his hip, but he does enough just to upset it. But he knows he's got Benka behind.
Yeah, and I think he might be, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone on the live stream, but it may be back on Casita now as he takes it out to the left-hand side of Bugatti. Tommy slows it down, just brings that ball under his spell once more. Now reaches behind him. Ben-Hur goes out to the right-hand side. Ben-Hur Pinello just ridden out of it, so Tommy comes back through. How did he find that gap there, Tommy Pinello? But there now will be Bugatti. Bugatti open backhand played into space. Now we haven't seen this much today. Signet, they have that overlap, which is where they are at their best. But as I say it, he's going to say he was called off because Tommy Seven was there. Tommy sending McDonough on his way down the ground, deflects off a pony. Tommy 7 comes across, unable to get anywhere as Tommy Pinello is able to take control. Pinello, 7 come together. The two Tommies left now for McDonough with the shot up high into the sky, wide to the right-hand side.
But it's good, it's fast, it's open polo, it's really working well. It's what it's all about here at Cowdray. Beautiful day, we're about mid-20s in Celsius, and we're seeing a great game between both of these teams. Black Bears having that gap and then coming back after a year or so really have formed a nice, strong team. But in the second half, Signet Segevas seem to have just woken up a little bit. They're playing now like they did the other day against Valhalla. They seem to be using everybody and utilising Luke Wiles at the top, and Bugatti's feeding that ball up like this. He's going to drive it through. Can they get to it? It's going to go wide, and they'll watch it go over. Oh, it's still in. It's right in front. It's right in front. It's right in front. Oh, and it's finished by Bugatti. Wow. I think he thought that was gone, and then everybody thought it had gone. Great goal, great finish. And John, we've gone from 4 goals, they jumped to 2 to 6, and now it's 10-8 with 2 goals in it. What a comeback from the white team.
Yeah, no, we've seen them nearly come back, and then they missed the chance, and the Black Bears went again, but a rare mistake there from Benno Pinello. And that's when you're under pressure, when this team of 4 players gets on you, those mistakes, they do creep into the play again. You get a little bit frustrated, and they've just got to get their heads back into it now as Bugatti with their next shot. It's coming through. Are we going to see a 1-goal game just left behind as the open backhand hit first as comes in there with Schwarzenbach. Looking for the turn will be Benno Pinello. A minute left in this 5th chuck as Pinello comes into the play. Benno looks for Tommy. Tommy looking to run away there in front of Tommy 7. Tommy Pinello didn't get the cleanest of hits as it falls here now for Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti takes it left, takes it right, crowded out by a trio of players in black, but somehow coming across and getting a touch on it again was Matthias McDonough Jr. He's had such a good second half. This big hitting number 4 for Signet. Now on the near side, leaves it for Bugatti, and Bugatti head up to the sky. He knew that was a big chance at the end of the 5th.
Yeah, he has, but at the same time, I'm just really impressed with how Bugatti's organised his team in that last chukker, and then this one. He brings such a calmness, even though the pressure's on. They're right underneath. They need to get some goals. They need to get in front. He brings such a strength in his calm and his work ethic, and everybody is just picking up that mindset on the Signet side. There's the launch up. They've just got to keep their heads. So we've seen Tommy Pinello now and again get a little bit. If he loses his head, suddenly everything goes out the window. If he connects and he's focused, he is a lethal attacking assassin. But the moment that he gets a little bit out of his head, then that is when it all starts to unfold. Here we go. Look at this pony. I think this is now Casita. I think, John, there's the whistle. That's the end of the checker. Is that right? Yes, it is. End of 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 10 Black Bears, 8 Signet Segevas. What a chucker. What a chucker. And those of you on the live stream, check out this interview with South African Chris McKenzie. We caught up with him after his match. Have a look at this. We'll be back for the final chukker. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be great.
No, it's good. I mean, every victory here in England is you celebrate it, so good to play and good to get the win. We have 2 more finals. If we want to get to the quarters, we have to win 2 more games. Look forward to it, and yeah, we keep building as a team. No, with Kazakh was great fun. We had good vibe and a nice team, and those boys, yeah, they're always competitive and always fighters. No, and been good though, playing with Paco, obviously Nico's brother, and Paco, great setup with Jonathan and Via. They built an incredible new field, and we have all the facilities, and yeah, it's been great fun. No, we get, I mean, listen, once we get through the quarters, it's a different tournament starts, and we see what happens there. Right now, we've got 3 finals to play. So, 2 more finals to play. So until, yeah, once we've done that, then we see when we get there. But this tournament's over in the last pool game, and then we start a new one if we get through. Shucks, in the career it's always a bit the same. We want to keep improving every day, and we try hard to improve the horses all the time with young ones and buying a few in. And yeah, at the moment I feel very confident with the horses. I've got a nice big lot of good old playing ones and some very nice young ones coming through. And yeah, we're always fighting to get that better and continue improving on the playing side.
Welcome back, everybody. Last chukker. Look at this. Field goals. Bugatti. Player head-to-head against Tommy Pinello. Good. There he is. Absolute brilliant play from Bugatti and his team in the last chukker. Really, really, very, very good indeed. Let's have a look at some of the horses coming out for the 6th chukker. I've enjoyed that last one. Guy Schwarzenbach on Atornanta. Tani Darachon on Medicia. Benjamin Pinello on Manaus. And Tommy Pinello on Merces. Oh, guy's out on his grey. Luke Wiles. Oh, there he is, the striker. Lukaku, Madam's Farm. Tommy 7 looks like he's coming out on Lovelock's Belgravia. Alfredo Bugatti on Assombrada. And Matthias Madonna on Capricciosa. What a chukker. It could go either way. They lost one, they won one. Now, Akasha have been super strong with Pablo Madonna. They lost that 11-14, so didn't do too badly, 11-14. When Akasha have been destroying a lot of teams. But second game they won against Valhalla. That was a bit of a messy game. But it obviously played in their favour. Alfredo scored 6 goals in that. Really good second half. They're using Luke more. I feel like Tommy's now marking better. He was a bit loose before. They're just trying to stop that Tommy-Benjamin combo from establishing before it actually happens. The first half they were seeing it, but they were always a stride or two late. But now they're on it. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Start of the 6th.
Sorry, Carl. Ball goes back in play. Picked up here now by Tommy Pinello. I think this would be the score when it was 8-2 at half-time, but they've been really, really strong in this second half, Signet. I'd imagine it's Luke Tomlinson back in their tent, in their camp, giving the instructions as it's here again now with Tommy Pinello. Pinello looking just to put that distance, a bit of comfort. Tommy Pinello under the neck towards the goal. Wonderful goal there by Tommy Pinello.
Yeah, it's the calmness, isn't it? I think he's come out and he looks really super balanced on that horse, and he just looked just smooth from the outset. He took it across midfield. He knew that he probably had to release it pretty soon, but the foresight to see that, and it was nicely struck along the ground and lovely from the 9-goaler here. Remember, he's 10 goals in the USA. Tommy Pinello from Lobos in Argentina. He is remarkable with his confidence and creativity. And actually, he often thrives in high-pressure environments. You talk to him, and he often does, Tommy, seem to just get that extra bit of push in those moments and get those produces those decisive moments. As long as he keeps his head, that's the main thing. He's only 25, but his CV does read like a veteran's already. He's got a US Open champion under his belt. He's got a USPA Gold Cup winner. He's a Prince of Wales trophy winner now. And he's definitely, when people see him on the lineup, it's one of those players that people think, oof, that's going to be a hard one.
So coming now is Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur to the right goes Tommy. Tommy looking to pick it up. Under pressure there from Bugatti. Bugatti got the near side backhand. Lukey Wiles looking to come in, but it's going to be brought around on the left-hand side. Taken out left here by Tommy Pinello, just urging it on. Takes it out the air, round the corner. Tommy Pinello, what a play that is. He just, when they've needed him today, when the pressure's come back, he just supplies that moment of magic that the very best seem to be able to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to look down. Chestnut. I'm trying to find a chestnut that he's riding, because that pony, you'll agree, has just done so much work for him. He's just jumped onto another pony. So as I say that, he jumps onto another one. He's keeping me guessing, but he just delivered 2 amazing goals on that pony. that light-coloured chestnut. And he's back on something else now. There's the backhand from from Black Bears, but it'll be read by Beaufort boy from Gloucestershire, Lukey Wiles. What a good run. He's represented England, young England, and been out there recently on international days at Beaufort and having a great run here with Signet Segavas this year.
So it comes out left now. Bugatti gives it now. Bit of magic there from McDonough. McDonough gives it again for Tommy Seven. Seven to the right-hand side of the waiting Ben-Hur Pinello. Still here now with Seven. Just appealing for a foul as Ben-Hur Pinello comes across, and there is a whistle on the play.
Yeah, let's have a look at the replay. Ooh, so you can see there's... Yeah, he's just limping. He got a cruncher. I'm not sure if it's a dead leg or not, but he did hit him hard, Tommy Seven. He got hit hard, and he's just shaking it off. Is he going to change ponies anyway? He's just readjusting himself. Bugatti's going to go and change up the far end up at the top bank. We'll just see Tommy jump onto something else. He's just trying to shake off that when you get that dead leg. They have got the foul, though. Matthias Jr. props that in from the 30 and takes it up to another goal closer. So regroup for these teams. Quick penalty for them. They needed that, the white shirts. Black Bears put the pressure on. Tommy Pinello delivered 2 amazing goals, but little fouls like that, they're going to slowly creep up, and they've got 4 minutes or so to do so. So possession's got to be kept in the Black Bear camp if they're wanting to keep this win.
So it comes out now. Tommy Pinello gets the hook on Bugatti. The open backhand played by Ben-Hur, looking again for Guy Schwarzenbach. Schwarzenbach now out in front, being chased there. Guy Schwarzenbach, good hook, but good deflection. Off the pony for Guy. The near side backhand played. The tail backhand sends it back where it came from. Looking now for Alfredo Bugatti. Bugatti spins it round. Straight away looking to close him down. And there is Tommy Pinello, the 2 players coming in. That's been a real feature of this performance by Black Bears. Tommy Pinello, seeing how Signet had played, he took it on himself to defend from the front, but this time he's lost out. And this is when that can get dangerous, because just for a second the gap was there, but if they miss it, that does mean Tommy's next. Tommy around the left-hand side again. Tommy Pinello in between 2 players in white. Tommy Pinello looking to go with the tap on the offside, leaves the ball behind, and now to bring it away quickly in defence, but Pinello was there and eventually falls here for Tani Darachon towards the goal. It's going to go close, near side backhand off the line, and they're just hanging on in there for the time being. Signet, as it's going to come away again here for Pinello with the backhand into the crowd. Alfredo Bugatti, not sure he knew Tommy Seven was there, but Seven does come in, help his teammate out, sends a long drive down the ground as well as Schwarzenbach gets there. Open backhand, sorry, that was Darachon looking for Pinello again. Pinello beaten again by Tommy Seven, only as far now. Oh no, it's gone all the way through, but there is a whistle on the play.
Yeah, the ball went through everybody, all the way past everybody, down past the Gusbourne sign and the US Polo SSN sign. It flew, but in doing so, there was a white player coming down and a black player coming down. So quick changing. We are 2:15 on the clock. 12-9 it is. It looks like Black Bears are going to win their 3rd game of their tournament so far. 14-11 Valhalla, 13-10 the Gaston. And in a couple of minutes we will see, but it is looking hard work for the Signet Segavas shirts to produce 3 or 4 goals to bring them back. Is a penalty been placed down on the 60.
Seems to be a player with the knack, Tommy Pinello. We've watched it over the years, and we always used to say, you know, with Adolfo, when the pressure comes on, he would always just come out and he would just, every time people came in, he would get a goal out of nothing. We've seen Tommy do it today.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you're seeing Tommy doing this year with Black Bears Fair Games, whether it's Valhalla in the first game, Gaston in the last game, this one today. They've had periods where they've actually completely lost any momentum, and then Tommy just works his magic.
Yeah, you're right. Very much like Adolfo. It's a good strike. It's bounced off some traffic, and it's just gone wide. Unfortunate. That's the first penalty that they have missed from a 60. Black Bears. Okay. A couple of minutes. What are we? 1:54. And there's some horses out there that Signet Segavas have brought to the table to see if they can take it, but it's been intercepted like we were just saying. He just finds a pocket and he picks you. He picks your pocket. Oh, and he's gone over the top of that one, but he was being backed up on the near side by Tanny. He does the near side. He gets it in. Great backup from the young lad. And that is, again, a Black Bears onslaught once again. That was really good foresight from Tanny. He was like, I'm following you. Wherever you go, I'm going. Took it on the near side. We're thinking it might be one of his first goals of the gold couple, if not his first goal. But well done, Tanny. He'll be happy with that. He's added to the Black Bear score today, taking them to 39.
So coming back in defence, it is going to be Benja Pinello, the final minute of this contest now. Pinello just reaches out behind him. Got a little touch on it, but it falls here again for McDonough with the open backhand. Near side coming right back at them there once again from Tommy, and Tommy finds Darachon. Tail backhand played by Seven. Seven gives it back here to McDonough. McDonough sends it out left, doesn't quite find the angle he was looking for.
A nice shot there of Benjamin getting on. Tommy takes it. Benjamin's going to back him up, but Tommy decides to go. Tries to chip it in. He knows he's got Tanny there, but it wasn't enough of a shot to reach Tanny. It's given time for his brother just to sit back deep. They've all gone over that one, the white shirts, and there's the backhand return from Black Bears up to Bugatti. Can he get one more before this time is out? There's 30 seconds, and that is no. Ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude the end of this chukker. A very happy Rob Cudmore, I can see down there, and Mr. Dalachon, Mariano La Mariposo, Polo and Rob Cudmore. They shake hands. It's a very good try from the Black Bear camp. They came off after a year off. They've come back and won every game. They look super, super strong, the Bears, and it's great to see them out there. Unlucky to Signet Segavas. 9, they couldn't quite do it, but 13-9, final score here. Next match, ladies and gentlemen, on the live stream. Stay with us because at 3 o'clock, we've got game 21. It's Valhalla versus a White Crane. If you have a quick look at the stats, you can see Black Bears are really happy going off. But if you look at that, you had 3-2, 7-2 in the second, 8-3 in the third. It was that jump up in the second chukker that Black Bears just decided to put loads on. And then 8-3, 9-6. They came back as a really good chukker for them, the Signet boys, in the fourth. And then again the fifth. But then it just, as we were talking, John and I, Tommy Pinello just decides to come round and add a little bit of Tommy Pinello flavour and just kept that gap a little bit more. It's exciting to see these two play. When they play and they link in, it's brilliant. It's really good. And it's a nice shot of them going off together, having a chat, brother and brother. And well done to Tanny. Congratulations, Mr. Little Tanny Dalachon. Good effort, sir. Nice little goal adding to the mix, and hopefully will give you some confidence going into the next game. And there he is, Tommy Pinello. He gets 5 goals from the field, 1 penalty scored. And he is MVP of today's match. Mr. MVP.
Well-deserved MVP as well. Actually thought he might have got a few more goals than that, but it was just those more of the speed at which he comes around the corner And we talk all the time about, you know, the great players in the world, and at the moment it's kind of that feeling of, if you want to win this Gold Cup, you're looking at Heta, Barto, Perotto. Is he joining that group?
Yes.
I mean, that's the leap when you get to 24, 25, 26 years old. It feels crazy to say that because it's still so young, but that's the kind of level you've got to be at.
Yeah, well, I think the players are getting younger, aren't they? They're getting higher handicapped younger, I think, more so now, this next sort of 50-year generation coming on. And it's like your Michael Jordans, it's like your Djokovic's, you know, they sit it out and then a new wave come through. 8 goals to 6 on the field. Fouls pretty similar. 80% on there. They just dropped to 60. I think that's when Tommy Pinello stepped up. He needs to let his brother do the penalties. Great stats. Thank you, Lineup Pro. We're just checking it down there. And as it stands, here it is. Here it is as it stands after that Group B and C. And they move up, Black Bears. There they go. Up to the top. Played 3. Or 1-3. And with their goals, it's all about the goals and the difference. 6 points at the top. Akasha have been winning all their games with Pablo Madonna. Those two are looking really good. I can see those two making the quarterfinals for sure. They're in second place, Akasha. Third now, Signet Segovas. They sit there in the third position. So maybe. Played 3. 1-1, lost 2. But then Gaston, Jerengiri, White Crane, Valhalla. Still yet to play, though. A couple of games, White Crane and Valhalla, later on at 3 o'clock. There's the map. That's the Black Bears map. Really tidy. Really, really tidy. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven fouls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fouls. And then all the goals there collated. And you can see where the goals are coming from. Quite interesting. Obviously, we had a lot of penalties. Benjamin added to that. And there is something about that name, Black Bears, isn't there? Everybody knows it from the 90s. Urs Schwarzenbach. We remember giving him a Lifetime Achievement Award at one of the Audi annual polo Oscars, the polo awards back before he passed away. Here we go. Here's the schedule. Thursday, today, 3 o'clock, Valhalla White Crane. Take a quick screenshot of this if you're listening or you're watching. Take a screenshot of it because you want to make sure you tune in. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, Dubai versus Ojo Caliente. That is away. Fern Park Shoreline. That is away. Akasha Gaston Polo Team. That is here at Cowdray. Park Place Etchisetta Polo Team on Saturday. That's going to be a big one, 12 o'clock. I think we know who was going to win that one. UAE Polo Team versus Kazakh. That will be good because UAE have changed the way they play and Kazakh really need to change the way they play after yesterday's match against La Dolfina Marquez de Riscal. And then the ones I've just been talking about, there they are. Perotto at 3 o'clock against Sujan India Tigers. Now that's going to be interesting because the Tigers have been going great guns. Look, boots are off. Look how calm he looks, the man. Look at him. Tommy Pinello MVP. That's right. Julian Perez, thank you for joining in. Look, it doesn't even look like he's played. He's taken his boots off already. He's smiling away. Look at his hair. It's perfect. Right. Guys like red-faced and like, whew, that was hot out there. Tommy's like, yeah, let's go again. Let's do 8 more chuckers. Top scorers. Pablo leads 28. Benjamin's catching him up with 20. Sapo's at 20. And after yesterday, 12 goals Felix scored yesterday. He scored 12 goals for La Dolfina Marquez de Riscal. He was the only one that scored. Perotto decided to give him all the scoring. And he goes to 17. And then Tolly Ujoa with some fancy stick work in the 5th place. There he is, young Tanny. Well done, sir. Good effort. He had that nice goal on the near side, backing up Tommy Pinello. He's only young. His dad's down there, Mariano, for La Mariposa Polo. You think the world that he's been brought up in and all the polo going on around him. Having a nice run out with a team such as Black Bears. And I saw Rob Cudmore down there earlier with Mariano, and they were super happy. A nice handshake and Well done, team. Some good goals coming in from Black Bears. Little high round of montage of some goals, top goals. Look at this. This is nice. Top, Tommy Bonello. And then behind him, Bugatti just couldn't quite get to him. Another one. Benjamin tried to turn onto it and to stop it, but Bugatti was right there. That was right towards the end there. It's unfortunate for Bugatti. This is nice. This is working really well. Look at open field. He's got it right in front of him. Bugatti rushing back, but Benjamin, who's been so consistent in his scoring from penalties to open field goals, really nice play. And this is the last one, well, one of the last ones from Tommy. Just takes it through under the neck. And final score, 13-9. Thank you so much for joining us here. We'll see you at 3 o'clock for the Valhalla White Crane. And I think we've got James Bime playing instead of Matt Perry. And we always love watching Bimey play. So he's also managing the team. So he's going to be managing and playing. From John Kent and myself, Carlito Martinez, stay classy, Cowdray. We'll see you soon.